Hello guys, J.Tyler here. I'm here to give you your first lesson on guitar. This is strictly for beginners. I mean, if you're not a beginner, feel free to check it out. But this is mostly intended for the beginners, for people who are just now picking up a guitar and don't know what to do with it. First thing I want to go over is all the parts of the guitar. So first we got the body of the guitar. This is the body. We got this curve down here. This curve down here is meant to rest on your thigh, like so. This part right here is meant for your arm to rest on. Here we have the neck of your guitar. Here we have your headstock. Here we have your tuners, your tuning knobs. Here we have the sound hole where the sound comes out. Here we have where you connect the strap. So we have the strap bolts here and one here by the neck. Of course we have the strings. Here on the neck, you're gonna notice some metal bars. Those are called frets. Depending on which fret you press on, determines another note. So if you leave it open, that's the sound it will make. If you hold a string on, let's say, the first fret, which will be right here in the spacing before the first bar, the first fret. So anything in between is the first fret. You're going to notice the second bar, anything in between is part of the second fret. If you press down on the string, let's say in the first fret, you will create a different pitch. If I was to let go, see? Here we have dots on the side of your neck to help you pinpoint your frets easier. You're going to notice a double dot towards the end of the neck that connects to the body. The double dots indicate the 12th fret. So yeah, these are markers to help you pinpoint super quickly which fret to go to. Ideally, when you press on a string, you're not going to want to press it over here. So let's take a closer look on the first fret, right here, right? On the first fret, when you press on a string, you don't want to press it at the beginning. You see? It doesn't really give a good sound. It sounds flimsy. Whenever you get that flimsy sound, it's either one or two things. You're not pressing on the string hard enough, or your finger's too far away from the first fret. So you got to get it as close as you can to that metal bar without touching the metal bar. And that's a very key point to keep in mind, because that's what's going to keep your sounds rich and clean. You see, if I was to do a chord right here, hear how it would sound if I don't have it as close to the metal bar. If I put over here, well, you don't really hear this difference right there. I don't know why. But ideally, that's what you want to do. You want to press down hard. Oh, by the way, for beginners, if this is your first time pressing on strings, at first they're gonna start hurting. It's not gonna take much time for you to play guitar, and then your fingers will start hurting. Give it time. You're gonna need time for your skin, your fingertips, to develop calluses over that soft skin. And then eventually, when you play guitar with the consistency that comes along with it, you won't even feel it anymore. Alright, so that's pretty much all the basics to know about your guitar. Now we're gonna dive into the strings. The top string right here is E, is your low E. Your next string is A. Your next string is D. Your next string will be G. Your next string will be B after that. And your next string will be the high E, your last string. Now, a quick way to remember the notes of the strings is Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So we got Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Alright? So those are all the string notes when they are open. Open strings means, or open chords mean, basically you are not pressing on the strings to create the notes or sound that you are playing. Okay? Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just place them down in the comments box below and I'll definitely get back to you guys. This is pretty much all you need to know as a beginner when you're first getting started before you get into anything. Knowing the frets, knowing your guitar, and knowing the string notes. Your right hand dictates the rhythm, and this hand dictates the notes, the sounds, the chords that you are playing. So you could come up with any rhythm. You know? When you apply the different notes, this is how it will sound pretty much if you add the rhythm with different sounds.